Hi everybody, welcome to DIY Home and Garden. I have been getting inbox messages as well as messages on social media asking a lot of questions about the dehydrated foods that I've been posting about. I have been posting about dehydrating fruits like apples, about cabbage, potatoes, carrots, herbs, a number of different things that you can purchase seasonally when it's fresh and delicious and cheaper. And you can store it away until the winter months and add it to soups, stews, sauces, roasts, however you want to use it. And it still tastes great. So a lot of people are very interested. I think in 2020, a lot of people took an interest in gardening because we were home more and people just really got back in touch with nature and decided they wanted to be self-sufficient. And they've carried that on in 2021, but now people are more attuned to how to put up foods with the rising food prices that we're seeing across the board throughout the whole country. So here are some of the questions that I get from you all. This show is all for you. So first question, how long should you store dehydrated foods? I get that question the most of any other questions. And the fact is that if you contact your local county extension office, they will tell you from 6 to 12 months. However, many people can tell you that they have stored them for longer, taken them out, and they've been fresh. That is a choice that's up to you. The official government response is no more than 12 months, but you're a free person. You can do what you want, and if you want to try to keep them in your emergency stores for longer than that, fine. I personally do enough that I can use my fruits and vegetables that I dry every season. I've been doing this for many years. I use it throughout the winter, and then the next spring and summer I put more up again. And I do it according to whatever is in season. Next question. Where do you store dehydrated goods? So you want to find somewhere that is low light or dark. You want somewhere that's room temperature. You don't want extreme heat. You don't want extreme cold. If you have a pantry and maybe one of those unreachable way up high top shelves that's hard to get at, if you want to store it there and things that you access less, one of those spaces, that is perfect. If you have a fruit cellar or root cellar in your home, you can do that as well. It all depends on your situation. And third question that I get is, how small does this stuff get? I've had a number of people that are interested in doing dehydrating. The main reason I love dehydrating over canning, let me scratch that. I don't love it over canning. I do both. However, I do find that being in a smaller home with limited space, dehydrated foods take up far less space. So I'm going to give you an example here. This is about 6 pounds of carrots. It's an 18-ounce peanut jar. Just to show you here, each one. If you imagine, I cut these into rings. And I'm going to try to get that on the camera for you. That's how little it comes out. Just to show you, here's the tip of a pen. Just for comparison's sake. So see, that's how small it gets. So the main thing you have to remember when you rehydrate is don't overdo, because a little goes a long way. You'll get the hang of that as you go. I get that question as well, not as often. And just to show you another thing that I recently dehydrated was potatoes. So make it one that would be a whole. You can imagine the circumference of a potato. And this is a Burt's Bees lip balm tin. So you can see they're about the same. So it really does shrink down from that great big potato size to, about like that. So you don't need as much storage space when you dehydrate, and you'll learn in time how long it takes you to do different items. When I put drying times on the blog and I put instructions up there, know that I live at a different elevation than you do. If you live in the mountains, it might take longer or less time due to your altitude. It depends on the humidity in the air. I live in a humid climate, I'm in a semi-coastal area of North Carolina. So it's pretty humid here, although I'm indoors in the air conditioning. There's just a number of environmental factors that weigh in. So watch as you're dehydrating and don't over dry and start to scorch things. But you certainly want to make sure that you've pulled out all the moisture content in the food. So those are our three most common questions, and just a little bit more information on some other questions that I do get. And I hope that answers everything for you and that you'll try dehydrating as well. It really is a worthwhile effort, and you'll find that you can cut down on your food costs by buying fresh and in season produce. So until next time, have a happy DIY day.